Hi. Uh, so it's been 4 weeks since I posted. And I felt like this was the best video to like come back on. Mainly because, I said that this wasn't gonna be edited, and I said that I wanted this to be raw. But yeah, I've been gone for a while. I've just been dealing with stuff. A couple people reached out. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate anybody reaching out and just checking on me. I've definitely been better, definitely. Truth be told, though, I'm still not over this. Wednesday will make officially 2 months without Mac, and it's just crazy, man. I thought that checking into the live stream, because I couldn't make the show, but I thought checking into the live stream of the benefit concert would have helped a little bit, but, if it's 2 months in and I'm still not over losing this man, that just really brought it all back. Brought me right back to the moment when I got the news. My homie Jesse, you guys saw him on Divine Feminine and Swimming Reaction. He was the one to text me, and I didn't believe it. But as it kept rolling in, it was just the worst news. It kind of reminded me of how much it hurt when Michael died and when Prince died. And that's just how much these artists mean to me. If you really, really just look at the impact Mac had, then you would know, like, why people were so devastated. It's really upsetting that even in death, people are still somewhat sleeping on him. I just think that's beyond offensive. Like, some people are just now coming around and they're seeing like how talented he was, and they're really diving into how great he was and how great the music is. But it just feels like so many other things have been more important, I guess. I mean, usually when artists die, they commemorate him with a page on iTunes or something. And Mac didn't get that. I believe XXXTentacion got that. And I don't mean to throw him under the bus or anything. I don't mean to throw shade at him. My heart goes out to his mother and the loss that she's feeling. I can't even imagine what she's going through. That's for a different video, but I do remember X getting one, and I remember just other artists getting them. I don't know if Jimmy Wopo got one, but I just felt like Mac, being the great person that he was, and again, no shade, but I just feel like because Mac was such a pure person and such a pure soul and just such a pure talent, he definitely should have got that attention that day. And I know his album shot to #1 on iTunes, and people were talking about him and sharing their experiences and memories, but I just feel like he deserves so much more. He deserved more in life, and he definitely deserves more in death. I don't want to spend too much time on this video. I don't want to just ramble on, but I really do just need to talk about just how much this man meant to me and still means to me to this day. I still remember the first time I heard Wear My Hat, Don't Mind If I Do, Nike's on My Feet, the whole Kids mixtape, really. Live Free. First song I ever heard from him actually was On, and it was a free iTunes single. And I remember thinking, like, yo, this dude has a really dope voice, and this dude really has a dope outlook with his rhymes, and, it's different. You don't really hear this type of flow and this type of approach to hip-hop, and especially with how fresh and young he was. You know what I mean? I just remember being really, really impressed with his personality and just how happy he was. And then everything took that dark turn on the second album, and then we really got immersed into his world and how he was thinking and how he was feeling. And that was always my favorite thing with Mac. It was always 100% real. It was always 100% authentic. Whatever he was feeling, he let us know. Whatever he was going through, he took us through. You don't get that with a lot of hip-hop artists. A lot of people just want to flex, and they want to talk their shit, and they want to, oh, my life's all good. We popping, woo, woo. And, Mac would flex every now and then. Watching movies is a crazy record. That record is crazy. Started out under the ground. They didn't fuck with me. Now they all coming around. Money, I'm hunting it down. But then, you know, you got the records on there like REM, The Star Room, I'm Not Real. Like, not to mention, I always talk about the side projects that he did, the jazz EP, the instrumental tape he made as Larry Fisherman and Larry Lovestein in the Velvet Revival. I'm pretty sure that was the name of the band for the jazz thing he did. But yeah, ever since the passing, I just keep replaying that memory of meeting him for literally 3 seconds at Camp Flog Gnaw. It's something that I really cherish, especially now. But I always cherished it then. And I kind of wish that they would have allowed us to do pictures with both people. I just felt like because it was my first Odd Future event, this is when Odd Future was still Odd Future too. This is before everybody was officially, you know, going their own ways. But I figured because since it was my first Flog Gnaw, since it was my first Odd Future event, I gotta get a pic with Tyler. Like, I love Mac. I really, really love Mac. But if they do it again next year, I'll go to his line. And I remember saying that because I was like, I got to get a picture with Tyler. Because I also really, really love Tyler as well. Tyler's creativity is just beyond amazing. The way that that man puts music together is just flawless, really. So I'm in line. I walk up to Tyler. And I tell him I'm a fan. I tell him that I love everything he does. I love his influence. I love his creation. He says to me, yeah, thanks. I don't know how to take compliments, so thanks. And, you know, it was just Tyler. And I don't take stuff like that personally. Like, he is who he is, you know. I got exactly who was rapping to me on the records, you know. And it was crazy because after I took the picture, I wished him well. I was like, you know, have a good night. He was like, you too. And I had to run by Matt to get out of line. And he was taking pictures with somebody else. It was some girl that was, like, going crazy. So right after they took their picture, I ran by and I was like, I love you, Mac. And he was like, my man. I just remember being like, woo. I was over the moon. Then I saw him perform. That set was crazy. Set after that, the following year was crazy. And then the year after that, he performed and it was crazy too. And then, yeah, that would take it to 2016. 2017, last year's Flog Gnaw. I did catch him for a quick second. I was with a group and we decided to go elsewhere afterwards. And then I did see him when Anderson .Paak came out. That was 2016. So, yeah, I definitely should have stayed for the set last year. He was already killing it though. We were trying to see a whole bunch of people and just migrate all over the place, but I did catch a quick glimpse of his set for last year's Flog Gnaw. He was doing the Divine Feminine, going in, just going crazy. And I remember saying, oh, he's got to be here next year. He's got to be here next year. And then, you know, after Swimming dropped, and Swimming is such a masterpiece, but right after that, he went and left. And I don't say that to say, like, anything about the way that it went down, but, you know, everybody has their time. Same way that he left just reminded me of how Prince left and how eerie it was and just how much of a hole they left. Same with Michael, too. And I feel like because these guys have made such an impact in my life that I'm still not really over it. Like, I've had time to grieve over Michael and Prince. And it still just gets me anytime I start binging their music. I made a whole entire playlist of them and two of my other influences. It's Mac, Gambino, Prince, Michael, and Drake. And I really zoned out for a while and just listened to that playlist for a cool minute. And it was helpful. It really was. But yeah. More than anything, I just really miss his humanity. And I really miss just how pure he was as a person. You know, that quality is so rare nowadays. And I feel like that would be so uplifting for people right now. Especially given how loved he was. So, I don't want to spend too much time, like I said. And I'm already about to hit 10 minutes. But I just want to say, forever and always, Sending love to the Miller family. Forever and always missing you, Mac. And I really hope life on the other side is good because we miss you so much over here. I can't even put in words how much I miss this man. Same with everybody else, but we really, really do miss you, Mac. But you're immortal through your music. You're immortal through the legacy that you left. And you're always going to be a pillar of what it meant to be a good person. So, salute to you. Love you always. Hope that all of this really comes to pass, man. I don't know how people feel about, I'm going to see you on the other side. I'll see you when I see you, but I just hope he's happy. I know he was hurting while he was here with us, so more than anything, I hope you're happy. Like I just said, forever and always sending you love, and we miss you always. Rest in peace to one of the greatest of all time, Mr. Mac Miller.